Good morning, students, and welcome to online physical science class of St. Michael's Academy. Today, I am going to revise some sums from heat chapter and indicated from acid, bases and salts. So, let's start. What is latent heat of vaporization? It is a physical property of a substance. It is defined as the heat required to change 1 mole of liquid at its boiling point under standard atmospheric pressure. It is expressed as kg per mole or kJ, that means kilojoule per kg. See this graph. This is latent heat of fusion of melting, that is fusion or melting, that is of water, that is 80 calorie per gram, and here it is latent heat of evaporation, that is 540 calorie per gram. That means changes of various states of water has been shown over here. So when water transfers from liquid to vapor state, latent heat of evaporation or vaporization will be required.
Now, question number 13. After a few pieces of dry ice had been added to 120 gram of water at 46 degrees Celsius, the final temperature of the mixture was found to be 0 degrees Celsius. What is the mass of ice added? Latent heat of ice is equal to 80 calorie per gram. So simple, let mass of ice added be m gram. mg naught, this is m gram. Mass of ice added is m gram. Therefore, heat lost by water. I told you in previous sum only fast water temperature will be decreased from 46 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. So, therefore, heat lost by water is equal to 120 into 1 into 46 minus 0 calorie. That is 120 into 46 calorie. Okay. The next one. After that, heat required for ice at 0 degrees Celsius, obviously m into latent heat, that is ml, is equal to m into 80 calorie. Okay. According to the problem, actually that there's a formula, that is heat lost since heat lost is equal to heat gain. Okay. Heat gain. This is a formula. Hope so you have remembered this formula. Okay, heat loss is equal to heat gain. It's a calorimetric formula. So according to the problem, 120 into 46, that means heat loss is equal to heat gain, that is m into 80. That is, from this equation you have to find out the value of n. So n is equal to 120 into 46 divided by 30. After that I have reduced and it is coming 69 gram, and this is the answer. Now the next sum. How much heat is released in converting 5 gram of steam at 0 degrees Celsius to water at 60 degrees Celsius? Latent heat of steam is equal to 540 calorie per gram. So let's start. Before starting the sum, I want to tell you like ice. Ice at 0 degrees Celsius, I told you just now 80 calorie latent heat, ice and water. Like this at 100 degrees Celsius, steam and 100 degrees Celsius water both have 540 calorie latent heat. There is also a conversion, don't forget this. So let's start with this heat released in converting 5 gram steam at 100 degrees Celsius to 5 gram water at 100 degrees Celsius. Obviously, this point to be noticed that at the case of latent heat, changing of latent heat, temperature will not change. Okay. So that's why I have mentioned the temperature in both the cases is equal to m into a. L means latent heat of steam is equal to 5 into 540 calorie, already given in your question. Next, heat released in converting 5 gram of water at 100 degrees Celsius to 5 gram of water 60 degrees Celsius is equal to MST, that is M into 5 into 1 into 100 minus 60 calorie, that is 5 into 40 calorie. Therefore, total heat released, this and this. Okay, the way I have done, first I have taken common 5. You can do the simple calculation in another way also, but first I have taken common 5. After that, 540 plus 40 is coming calorie. Next step, I have given star over here. From here it's coming there. 5 into 580 calorie, that is coming 2900 calorie, and this is the answer.
Now I am going to show you one experiment. Before this, what is indicator? You have to know properly. An indicator is a substance that changes its color and acidic and basic medium. An indicator shows one color in acidic medium and different color in basic medium, so that they are called indicators. For example, litmus, turmeric, etc. etc. Now see, this is the first pH scale. This is the pH scale, that is first indicator of acid-base chapter. So this is pH scale. Range you see, strong acid from 1 to 2. That means if some solution, pH of some solution is 1, that means it is a strong acid, like this. After that, from 3 to 6, this range belongs to weak acid. For example, lemon juice, stomach juices, that's our HCl, that hydrochloric acid, dilute, H2SO4 or sulfuric acid, etc. And strong acid means you can say only HCl, not as a stomach acid, stomach juice or stomach acid I am saying. Only HCl, only H2SO4, like this. Now 7 is neutral. For example, milk, pure water. Next one, from 8 to 11 ranges weak alkali. For example, sodium bicarbonate, Na2CO3, milk of magnesia, borax, ammonia water, etc. And from 10 to 14, strong alkali, that is sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, etc. See the color changes. First one is red. This one is red, orange shades, dark and light red. This is dark and light orange, yellow, green. After that, this is again blue shade, and again this is purple, violet shades. So this is the description of a pH scale. Now you see this diagram. pH indicator colors. Very, very important diagrams. You have already a table in your book. Don't only mark. Please see this. Now see universal indicator color changes. Okay. So this portion is acid from 0 to 6. That is acid. And from 8 to 14. That is base. This is red color. That means universal indicator, when you will use, it will show red color in acid and purple color in base. Like this, phenolphthalein, white, or you can say just transparent color, and this is pink. In case of methyl orange, pinkish, dark pink you can say, and yellow. Yellow will be yellow, that means no color change occurs. In case of thymal blue, this is pink and this is blue. Color will be completely changed. Next, bromothymal blue, yellow and blue. And the last one is phenyl red, light yellow and pink. One more thing. This is the column where the color of the indicator has been shown. Okay. So hope so you have understood this. Now I am going to start the experiment.
Good morning, students. Today I am showing you one experiment. This experiment is for class 8, 9 and 10 students. This is just for physical science and experiment. Already in class adding methyl orange into NaOH solution. Sorry, last solution. Now you see, I'm just stirring it. Hope so it is visible that this color you see, light reddish color actually form. Here, slightly dark reddish color has been formed, and here an yellowish color, orangish color has been formed. So three solutions colors has been changed. So I can tell you now by the color we can identify the solution. Don't worry, there is a list actually. So you don't have that list maybe. For class 8 students that was, class 9 and 10 students you know that. Then also I am telling by this color we can identify this solution, and that is H2SO4. That is king of chemical, that is sulfuric acid. This is dilute sulfuric acid. Because at room temperature I cannot take in this room concentrated sulfuric acid. Now by the color change we can say that this is actually, maybe you are thinking that both the colors are same, but see minutely both the colors are not about same. So quite different. That's why this is HCl or muriatic acid, that is hydrochloric acid, and this is, by this orange color we can identify this is alkali. This is hydroxide, sodium hydroxide. Okay, this is nothing else actually a color changing experiment. I thought that from a long time your wish that I will show you this type of experiment. So I have just tried my best to show you this experiment. Hope so you have understood. Thank you students. If you have any type of query or doubts regarding this, so you can send your email at shudeshna1.sma@outlook.com. Thank you.
You need to do all the sums and to write the experiment in your physical science exercise book. Experiment you will write in your own language from my experiment. For subject related doubts or queries, please email me at shudeshna1.sma@outlook.com. We also welcome your responses by way of your views and feedback on the PPTs or videos at feedback.stmichaelsacademy@gmail.com. You can send your homework at shudeshna1.sma@outlook.com. Thank you students and have a nice day.